under his breath, Slyxx just says to himself, "Cold-blooded." "Oh, Alleycat, how you doing?" And he just kind of turns around and goes, "How you doing?"
I have both of my hands, and I have 2 guns.
Well,
So I'm doing okay.
okay, you're doing better than me. Look, we gotta. I guess we gotta find these guys, Balzac and Tab. They chose to go all the way down. So I guess we're looking for them. Oh, hold on, I gotta sit down. Slyxx sits down for a bit. He's, "Oh man, I feel like shit."
And Alleycat just kind of flops down next to him, sort of angling her body to face sort of the opposite direction in that Slyxx was facing. And she says, we can take a break if you want. It's pretty quiet, as long as we don't get too loud.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, that's true. We're pretty high.
Yeah, we've got almost 30 floors left to go.
Oh my good lord.
Yeah. I saw when we came in the stairwell, it said 29, so we're on what? 27 now?
Oh,
she kind of looks around for where it would be painted.
Yeah, there's a faded painting. It actually says 26.
Oh.
And Alleycat, to your sudden amazement and maybe it's delirium, maybe you're imagining it, you smell coffee. And with that, we're going to switch to where Balzac and Tab. So the last time we saw you two, you were lying down, looking at 3 Nazis playing cards in the parking garage of this building. Balzac, what do you see?
I see 3 fuckers about to get shot in the face. How far away are they?
So they are, they're about 30 meters away. They've set up like a little, not campfire, but it's like a, those hot stoves college students use to cook macaroni and cheese, and they have like a pot of something cooking over that, and then they have like a little card table set up on like a milk crate, and they're just playing cards. And every now and then, you can hear one of them saying, "Gin Rummy," and the other one going, "9. That's not what we're playing."
Balzac is going to lean over to Tab and he's going to say, "Isn't this a fucking sight?"
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm more surprised by, the Nazis or the terrible card games. I'm really torn. But like, what else do you have in that golf bag? Help us out here.
He's going to, he's going to take the golf bag off his shoulder, and he's going to pull out a gleaming assault rifle, and he's going to lean it up against the edge of the wall, and he's going to pull out a sniper rifle, and he's going to lean that up against the wall too, and he's going to say, "Do you have a preference?"
I mean, I got old reliable here, and Tab will pull out her shotgun from around her shoulder. Because I think we also have shells. I've hopefully brought some shells with me.
Yeah.
But are those golf bags standard issue at Arasaka? Like, what's going on?
This is my private stash. Never leave home without it. I'm like Mary fucking Poppins. You never know what's gonna come out of this fucker.
We're gonna talk about that later. I have some concerns, but in this case, you're very well prepared. I guess. Do you want the element of surprise, or are we just going in blazing?
Well, we have a slightly advantageous position here. I say we just fucking shoot them from here, and then when they come close, we'll revise our position, if necessary.
Yeah, is there like another are we good here? Do we have like a clean shot for all of them?
Yeah, Emma, I imagine that we are sort of at the bottom of the elevator shaft and there's a lip so that we can sort of lean our guns on the lip and then shoot down.
Yep, that's exactly right. And I can't stress just how awful this elevator pit that you're in. It's like there's hydraulic fluid, there is the excrement of like rats and mice over the last 25 years plus, and it just stinks down, and urine and everything from people doing their business down this shaft. It's just awful.
How do people get on the outside of an elevator?
Balzac is going to look at Tab. It's like, this is actually homier than my last apartment.
You know, I used to have a really nice place I'd invite you to. Not sure it's still standing anymore, but if I ever get my hands on a clean apartment building again, you're more than welcome to stay with us.
Well, we'll see about that. Y'all seem like you attract trouble like a fucking magnet. But for now,
Does the man who's carrying an assault rifle just totes cash?
listen, this is my fucking job. I don't give a plumber a hard time for bringing a fucking plunger to
In a golf bag?
It's fucking great. It has everything I need in one place. And it looks fucking cool. Let me tell you, when you see a fucker bearing down on you with an assault rifle with a goddamn golf bag strapped across his back, I tell you they're not going to forget that fucking sight anytime soon.
Yep. You're probably right about that. Definitely.
Everyone's have to have a fucking calling card. This is mine.
Can you guys make me a stealth roll? Just see how quietly you guys are keeping.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining the accent gets louder as it gets angrier.
18.
16.
You're able to stifle it a bit, but Tab, you are getting a little concerned that the Scotsman is getting a little dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds bad. How about this, friend? Let's kill these Nazis, go steal their stuff, and then you can extol to me the virtues of a golf bag, and perhaps I could be convinced to adopt your strange ways.
I love the sound of gurgling Nazis in the morning, and he's gonna shoot the assault rifle at the Nazis.
Just like that? There's no signal?
Nope.
So there's 3 Nazis playing cards. 2 have their back to you. 1 is kind of angled towards the elevator, but he's not paying attention. He's looking at his cards. They all look like nondescript Nazis. They look like any trucker at an Ottawa rally. It's your pick which one you want to throw at.
I'll shoot one of the ones that has his back to me.
Okay. Let's
And
do the right and the left.
my solo combat power, I'm gonna put all of it into weapon damage.
And which weapon are you using?
The assault rifle.
The assault rifle. So the difficulty on that is 13 because they're about 30 meters away. Meters, yards, same thing. I think.
All right.
Not next.
So, Balzac is narrowing down the sights of the gun, and he pulls the trigger, and he sneezes. But as he sneezes, the bullet, he's able to catch himself in the recoil. He's able to shoot. That's what happens when you roll a 1, and then roll another 1. So it's still only 13. Okay, that's... as he sneezes, he's like, you're not going to see too many people make that fucking shot.
Tab doesn't know whether to be scared or impressed, honestly.
Okay. So I rolled really well. The bullet flies straight and true. It's almost an impossible shot, and it's 31 damage.
All right. Do you want to describe to us as the bullet rips into the back of the neck of the Nazi and kills him?
The bullet goes through the back of the neck and it comes out the other side. And as it does, he's gonna say, "Welcome to my birthday party, motherfucker! Y'all are lunch."
And the Nazi puts down his cards and he manages to say "gin rum" as the bullet exits his neck. The other two Nazis, just covered in blood, look towards the elevator shaft. Tab, I'm going to let you go first, then we're going to go into initiative.
Tab will stare at Balzac with a little bit of disbelief in her eyes as she pulls her shotgun around and rolls it with a math. Shoulder arms 13, 15 to hit.
So the DV on a shotgun at 30 yards away is 25. So
all right.
pellets scatter way too wide.
And now they know
And
we're here. Because obviously
now
they were totally surprised by Baldac's hit.
And we're going to go into initiative in just a second, but turning back to Alleycat and Slyxx, the both of you, just as Alleycat's just about to mouth, "I smell coffee," you hear gunshots coming from the bottom of the stairwell.
And Slyxx goes, "Oh, we found them. Okay, let's go." And he lifts himself up and starts to hobble down the rest of the stairs, quickly trying to join
What's your
Tab and
movement,
this
Slyxx?
new weirdo they met, Balzac.
Alleycat and Slyxx, what are your movement score?
Oh, good call.
-7.
7. Okay.
Mine's
Fast
8.
little fucker.
So
is Slyxx.
So the both of you. Although Slyxx, I think with exhaustion and missing a hand, you might go down to a 7. I might give
Yeah,
a
fair
-1
enough.
on that. I don't know if that's legal in Cyberpunk Red, but I'm making the judgment
I
call.
like a homebrew.
Yeah, homebrew roll. So what does that translate into yards per round for the edification of our audience?
Yeah, it's double your score, unless you're using a combat grid, and then it's equal to, a number of squares equal to your score. So Slyxx and Alleycat are each able to move 14 meters / yards per round.
Anybody want to hazard a guess how many yards per story that is?
So one story is approximately 10 to 12 feet. So we'll say 3 yards. So it really depends on the angle of the staircase.
Yeah, so it's a standard like down, little landing, turn, down, little landing. You know, standard stairway of an office building. So why don't we say that would be about 6 yards per stairs. So you guys can do, just rounding up, let's say you can do 3 stories per round. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Awesome.
I'm not numbers, so I trust all your numbers.
If the storyteller says so, that's what the answer is.
And you know what? Actually, I want to be fully transparent. So what I did was already double my movement. My move is actually 4. So I doubled it up to 8, and then you dropped it down to 7. So it wouldn't be double. So it would actually be about 7. So Slyxx would be moving down maybe 1 floor around.
Yeah, so Alleycat, you can do 3 floors per round. Slyxx, you're going to be doing 1.
Yeah, that's I'm losing a hand, man. I'm
So,
in a bad way. Also, I remember I got a ton of bullets in me too. I was also just shot up and beat at by Nazis just upstairs. So,
you know what? That look how good of a group we are. We're just so honest. I mean, I love it.
okay.
Yeah. Let's stop spitting sunshine up our asses. All right. So I take it you guys are just going to be hauling ass down the stairs.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Hoping that the gunshots are actually coming from your friends, not some sort of Nazi birthday party.
That's right.
Okay. Back to the action. Tab and Balzac. I feel like my mom. I'm forgetting the names of the kids. Can you roll me initiative?
Balzac got 18.
I got a 16.
Okay, well, you both go much faster than my 4. So Balzac, what was yours again?
18.
Balzac, and then Tabs, and then Nazis. My notes, I'm gonna have to shred them because if anybody in the recycling thing sees all of these Nazi things I'm putting up here. Anyway, Balzac, what are you doing, bud? There's still 2 Nazis left.
He's gonna aim at the other Nazi and is gonna say, "Here's a gin rummy for you, motherfucker." And that is a 16.
That's a hit.
So not as much damage this time, but it's still 14, 18, 23.
Ooh. Okay. And not all of it goes through, but certainly enough of it. Well, not enough of it. He's still up. But Tab, your go.
Being suitably impressed by her new companion, Tab will allow Balzac the pleasure of taking care of the third Nazi in the party. And we'll just sort of like look at her gun and like look at Balzac and like shrug. Just be like, this is what I got. So, would you like to do the honors? It is your birthday party after all.
The fucking Nazis are that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting you shoot them. Did you see that? I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with this thing from that far away. Did we put a hole in the car?
And he's gonna gesture to one of the, to the other gun and the bag.
I didn't know if you were protective of them. Like, do they have names?
Of course they have names. What am I? Fucking
And while you two are bickering about the names of the guns, the Nazis look towards you and one yells, "Das ist einen Allies?" And he grabs his heavy pistol, and as he ducks behind one of the cars, he fires a couple of shots at you. And I'm going to say the first bullet goes towards Balzac. And he misses, because a pistol at that range was not what he got. The other one has an assault rifle, and he's the one that took some damage. So he's going to kneel down because he can't really get up, and he's going to fire off. He's going to fire off a full round burst at you guys. And this one, the bullets are going to be centered. I just rolled up against Balzac. So let's see what he rolled. Ooh. So he got a 13, which is the minimum. So no multiplier, so it's just 2d6 damage.
I'm going to attempt to evade it.
Okay.
As the auto fire burst comes his way, Balzac is just gonna let it pass by.
All right, and at that point, I'm going to do my complicated calculation of where different parts of the party are on floors. So Alleycat and Slyxx. So Alleycat, you are able to get down 3 floors, so you're now on floor 24, and Slyxx, you're on floor 26. Wow.
You said we were on 26, so I'm on 23.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, that's right.
I calculated it while other people were doing things, so you don't have to keep track of that too much.
Giving you an Emma point for tracking that, then I'm taking it away from you for contradicting you. So. All right. So back to the action. Balzac, here go.
Are there any vehicles that I can within 12 meters of me?
Yeah, there's like what do you call those white panel vans? The Yeah, there's one of those.
Okay. So Balzac is going to shoot at the Nazi who's kneeling. And he's going to hit. It's not a great hit, but it's a hit. And he's going to deal 12, 15, 16, 21 points of damage.
I'm how he dies.
The bullet just goes straight through him, and he's gonna say, "That's how you debate." And Balzac is going to move 12 meters up to the panel van. So he's now
hold
closer.
on. So you won't be able to get the whole movement because you are standing sort of like.
Okay.
So you're going to have to take some movement to jump out of that pit.
Okay.
Because you're about 4 feet
Okay.
deep in that pit.
So 10 meters.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna sling the shoulder. He's gonna sling the shoulder bag, and he's gonna move forward 10 meters. He's like,
Just for shits and giggles, can you make me an athletics check to see how gracefully you jump out of there and maybe not slip on hydraulic fuel and break your neck?
yeah, I got a 14.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to jump out of the elevator shaft, not slipping on the hydraulics and doing what we call pulling an Amy.
As Balzac gets closer, he's going to shout, whisper at this Nazi. Don't worry, I'm coming to read you a bedtime story. Just lay your head down. It'll all be fine.
All right, Tab. If you've recovered from that wicked burn I just gave you.
Yeah, I'm pulling myself together. I'm crying on the inside. I will also more carefully climb out of the elevator shaft, and instead of heading straight for the van, I'd like to look around and make sure there aren't another pocket of Nazis hiding elsewhere. I don't know if we came out where there's a corner, or if it opens up into the garage. What do we see?
Yeah, so first make me an athletics check, please.
Yes. That is a 14.
Yeah, you're able to very gracefully get out of that shaft. No problem.
I show Balzac how it's done.
Exactly. And can you roll me a perception check?
Yes. 16.
Yeah, you look around and you see that just a little beyond where the Nazis are, there's an RV, and somebody was peeking out of the window, and then they quickly get back.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anything else, friend?
I'll go up to where Balzac is, I don't know, taunting a dead human being, and sort of
A Nazi.
yeah, sort of give him like an elbow and a head gesture, hey, not announce the RV's presence to him, but try and direct his attention there.
Okay. All right, and the Nazi with the handgun, he runs closer to you guys, but he dives behind an old sports car that's up on cinder blocks, and he's now, I'm going to say he's within 7 to 12 meters range, and he's going to fire at you guys. Oh gosh. And he fires at Balzac, and he rolls a 21 on the attack.
I'm going to put 4 points of luck into my evasion.
Okay.
And the bullet is coming straight for Balzac, right between the eyes. But then he's not there. It's almost as though he faked the Nazi into shooting where he was, but not where he is.
All right. He missed. And he fires again. This time, though, he misses. Again, he misses again, but straight up miss. Alleycat, you're now on floor 20. And Slyxx, you're on floor 24.
We're coming. And that's how Slyxx assumes.
All right. Back to the top, Balzac.
So did Balzac see him come closer?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to drop the assault rifle to the ground, and he's going to lick his finger and sort of hold it up in the air, and he's going to reach into the bag, and he's going to pull out what looks to be like a 5-iron, and he's going to advance at the Nazi, and he's going to attempt to swing this. I have movement speed of 12. He's going to attempt to swing this 5-iron at the Nazi.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. First hit does 18 points of damage, and his SP armor is halved.
Okay.
Or his SP value is halved, I should say.
Yep, still up.
Okay, and then it's gonna follow up with a finger jab to the throat using karate.
Cool. Slyxx can't see any of this, but he can't wait to meet this guy.
But I rolled less, so it's only 17.
Still a hit.
Okay. So this is going to be less damage because my solo roll ability allows me to add damage, but it only applies to the first attack in a round. So
Okay.
this is only going to be 9 damage, but again, his armor SP value is halved.
Okay.
And
Still up.
because I am a master of karate, his SP is reduced by an additional 2 because I hit with a melee attack and a martial arts.
All right, well, that's exactly what you needed to get him to 0. So why don't you?
So he jabs his fingers into the guy's throat, and then he sort of leans in and says, "Rock-a-bye, baby, you're fucking dead. I'm coming for all your friends in their beds."
I'll give you an ammo point for that.
I'm a little concerned you hooked up with the sociopath.
I think you're into psychopath territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not both?
All right. Tabs, what you doing?
Other than standing agape at this weirdo, that's probably. Can I? Everyone's dead except our friend in the RV, right? 3
Yeah.
Nazis, 3 kills. I'm gonna get Balzac a little hat, and I'm gonna start embroidering tally marks on it. Maybe on a golf bag.
And as you do that, one of the windows slides open from the RV, and a rocket launcher comes out of the window and it fires at you guys.
Oh fuck! How far away is the RV?
It is 30 yards away.
30 yards away. Okay. I would like to try and react quickly enough to duck and perhaps take Balzac with me.
We're not in the same spot. Balzac ran forward to golf the other Nazi's head in.
I was hoping that I could run for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, in a get down kind of way. But I mean, yeah, if you're far enough away, I can just shout.
I thought
over
the
your
two of
lullaby.
you I thought the two of you were beside each other because you were painting on his helmet.
I thought I was too, but Gary pays more attention than I do sometimes.
Well, let's retcon and say that you had moved up.
That makes sense. Yep.
Yep. Okay. What's your reflex there, friend?
Just straight, like, stat?
Yeah.
It's a 7.
Do you have any ammo points?
Probably. I will say no because I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Because last episode was actually so fun that I stopped really taking detailed notes.
So Gary, if I'm right, you have to have a reflex of 8 in order to be able to do the dodge, right?
That's correct.
So
Well,
unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to let you do that.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Then I will instead stand frozen in horror. And maybe just like wave my hand trying to get Balzac's attention.
So the good news is he missed with the rocket launcher, and it screams right past you. You can feel the heat of the projectile going right. It goes like right between you two, and it explodes in the elevator shaft behind you, severing both cables, and you can hear the screeching of the elevator car falling. We'll get to that in a moment. Tab and Slyxx, you hear a rattling explosion and dust falls from the ceiling. Are you continuing to run?
I continue to run, but Slyxx, he's come to a point where he's at like floor 25.
Well, you'd be at floor 23 now.
Oh, 23. Okay, even better. Yeah. And he takes a moment to, after he hears this shock, he catches himself on the railing of the stairs, but then he quickly looks in, the door of the stairway to floor 23 just to see, is there anybody in here? What's in floor 23? It's all gutted like the rest of the building?
Yeah, it's dark. There's no light on this one.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, although, I mean, there's some natural light coming in from some offices that have windows open into the hallway, but this seems to be pretty deserted.
And Slyxx goes, okay, there we go. Follow the explosion, Alleycat. You can't even see her.
Alleycat at this
Trips
point
a bit and stumbles.
Alleycat, you're on floor 17 now, so you're a full 6 floors down from where Slyxx is.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you're gonna do, or just keep running?
Alleycat is gonna think to herself how glad she is she's no longer in the elevator shaft. And then she's gonna keep running.
Okay. Balzac, so you saw a projectile of a rocket launcher just fly right by you from that RV. What you gonna do, pal? And it's about, I'm gonna say it's about 30 feet away, or sorry, 30 yards away from
30
this.
yards away. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to... I have the golf club in my hand. I don't want to drop that. I will... Is there a vehicle or anything close to it?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then he's just going to use 12 meters of movement to advance forward, and then he's going to use his action to move another 12 meters.
Okay. And, Tab, what are you doing?
Tab's probably trying to decide if it's a good idea to stick with the new guy or if it's better to veer off so that there are fewer targets for the next rocket that will be launched from the RV. She thinks Balzac is very capable of getting himself killed and doesn't need her help. So she will veer off and maybe try and approach it instead of like the direct path. Like veer off and then come back at like an angle.
Okay.
She makes bad decisions.
As you do that, you both can hear an engine starting up on the RV, and black smoke billows from the back of it as it gears up, and it starts to rumble forward, and it moves about 10 yards forward because it's still picking up. It's a slow vehicle; it's just picking up movement, but it looks like it's trying to move out of the basement, up the ramp.
Like it's leaving us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alleycat, you're now on floor 14.
Yep.
Slyxx, you're on floor 22.
Yeah. I forgot something on floor 23, and then I went back down to floor 22. I got my keys. There they are. Okay.
All right. Balzac, the RV is starting to move to get out of there. What are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to. So I mean, it's a big vehicle. It moved 10 feet, and I was 6 meters, 10 meters, but I was 6 meters away. So I'm going to try and I'm going to move my 12 meters forward, and I'm going to try and jump on and hold on to the door.
So I'm going to say that this would be somewhere between a professional and a heroic. Let's say professional. So the DV is 17.
Okay. All right. I'm going to put 2 points of luck into this.
Yep.
17 with the 2 points of luck. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you're able to grab the ladder that's on the back of this RV, and it's dragging you a little bit, but you're on it.
As I'm grabbing on, I'm gonna knock on the window at the back, and I'm gonna say, "Housekeeping."
You don't really see much inside. The back is the bedroom area, but you can see that there's this guy with this Nazi officer hat driving, and he's looking back and he's gunning it more. Tab.
Tab sighs to herself as she sees Balzac fling himself at the departing van and miraculously latch on. Is there a license plate number on this vehicle that she could perhaps memorize just in case it comes in handy in the future?
Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check.
Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah. So you're able to spot the license plate and kind of ingrain that into your head.
Okay, just in case that comes up, might be handy. She's not dumb enough to go chasing after this RV.
That's a shot at at Balzac.
Yeah. I genuinely dumbfounded because now I can't shoot at the RV because when I miss, I'm gonna shoot my new friend, and he probably didn't leave any of his fancy guns behind. I've just got my shotgun. Can I go through any of the belongings that the card-playing Nazis have left behind?
Yeah, I'll allow you to do that, but I'm gonna shift the action, and we'll get back to that action in just a second. We're going to go into the RV, and down the corridor of the RV, a door opens up, and this figure comes out of what's probably the bathroom, and he's wearing full armor, and it's red, and there's Nazi stuff all over it, and he's got a minigun, and he's pointing it at Balzac, and you can see it start to spin up, but it doesn't fire yet. It's taking that moment to spin up. Alleycat, you're now on floor 11. Slyxx, you're on floor 21. Balzac, you see this minigun and it's starting to spin up, bud.
Is there
And the RV's starting to pick up speed, and it's heading straight for that ramp.
You said there's a window on the back.
Yeah.
Can I break the window with my golf club and slide into the RV, or climb up the ladder and drop in through the thing that's always on the top of the RV?
The little like sunroof kind of door hatch thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you certainly could do that. I would point out the damage on a minigun would probably pierce through the skin of an RV like it's, you know, hot knife through butter.
True, but my goal would be to get between myself and the driver, and I'm thinking that a minigun's not going to be very effective at 0 meter range.
Yeah, so you're trying to get between the mini, so you would have to, so just what you're on the back of the RV, the driver's on the front, and in the middle of this is a fully armored Nazi cyborg with a minigun.
That's true. Yes.
Okay.
So I can, where is the thing on the roof?
So you can climb up.
Yeah.
But I should point, like, the clearance is not great, so you're gonna have to like crawl on the roof this Winnebago so that you don't get nailed by the concrete ceiling.
Okay.
And then the RV itself, I don't know how long an RV is. Like, I'm gonna say, like, does 12 meters sound right?
Maybe not 12 meters, 12 feet. Meters
No.
is pretty long. Although, no, you know what?
way more than
Winnebago,
12
yeah,
feet.
that's true.
12 feet is
Yeah.
only 2 people long.
Yeah.
Yeah, my like Ford Escape is like almost 12 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Balzac is just going to he's just gonna hop off the back.
Okay. And as you do that, the RV just squeals around the corner up the ramp and out of the building. As you catch your breath, I assume you're heading back to where Tabs is. Through the door bursts Alleycat, and like 20 minutes later, Slyxx.
20 minutes later.
Maybe not that long. You guys kind of congregate towards where Tabs is. She's rifling through the bodies of the Nazis, and
You know, like you do.
yeah, as you do. And from the sound from Balzac's bag, you hear a ring, a familiar ring, and it sounds an awful lot like Cicero's agent.